about why a child may have the dark circles underneath the eyes. That has to do with an iron deficiency. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're anemic. You can have an iron deficiency and they're not anemic, but they could also be anemic. An iron deficiency can also create other symptoms like fatigue, lethargy, dizziness. They look pale, irritable, craving ice or even dirt, and delayed growth. Because iron is involved in so many different chemical pathways and enzymes, you can have a lot of different symptoms. Now the question is, why would they be deficient? Okay, so either they're not consuming the food that has iron, or they're consuming foods that block iron. It also could be a digestive problem that won't let them assimilate iron, like let's say they have IBS or Crohn's, to absorb minerals. And if a child has been on antacids, chances are they don't have enough acid. And that alone is a big clue that they need to acidify the stomach. Also, if they've been on a lot of antibiotics, that can also block the absorption of iron. But a real common reason why children are deficient in iron has to do with the grains that they consume, even if it's whole grains, because the bran in the grain, including the grains, have something called phytates. Okay? Phytates are a chemical compound in grains and other foods that bind the iron, making it really hard to absorb that trace mineral. And there are two types of iron. You have heme iron, which is absorbable iron from animal products, and you have non-heme iron from plants and legumes and other things. And so if the child is not consuming enough animal products, I'm talking about red meat or chicken or turkey or pork, and that could be the reason why they're deficient in iron, because these animal products have the type of iron that is very easy to absorb in the body. So what you need to do is get them not to consume grains, okay? Get them to consume some red meat, liver. If they don't like liver, they can do liver pills. Make sure it's grass-fed. Seafood, clams, octopus, mussels, oyster, all have a good amount of iron. You can even get oysters in a supplement, okay? But what you don't want to do is you don't want to have them take an iron supplement from a drugstore, because that's not the type of iron you need. You always want to do food-based iron or a food-based complex, okay? Or actually just the food. And yes, it's true that iron is in spinach and vegetables, but it's more difficult to absorb. So if they have this symptom, you want to do these right here. You do want them to consume vegetables and salads, because that will give them the vitamin C and other nutrients too. Because when someone has an iron deficiency, they usually have other deficiencies. And the other thing about vitamin C is that vitamin C will help the absorption of iron. All right, thanks for watching. I just want to say thank you so much for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. And if you wouldn't mind giving me a review, I put a link down below.
من فضلك لا تبخل علي بالاشتراك وتفعيل زر الجرس ليصلك كل جديد.